Hello. Okay, it's working. Oh, I knew it was. I knew it wasn't working. But it's OBS. For some reason, it um it changes my microphone input from the actual microphone to the default device, which is nothing, and it does that randomly, which is great, isn't it? Man, OBS works perfectly. It's such a good program. It doesn't do anything weird, wild, and ridiculous at all, no. But I've been a bit busy, 24. If you take a look at this, our spaghetti has become a little bit more organized. And it's actually become much more of a highway. Looks the same. Oh my god. How rude, how rude. But basically, the old footprint occupied like this area here as well, on top of this space. But I've managed to simplify it and streamline the footprint. It still needs a few of the connections to be finalized, but we've actually created like a much more seamless flow for the traffic. And I'm quite happy with how this has turned out. Because we even still retained this on and off ramp here down to the roundabout for traffic. Hey, pork chop. You missed out. You missed out. 24 has the tab open 24/7. But we've fixed up this untrue. I'm sure 24 has created some kind of macro that just runs in the background. Whenever my channel goes live, it opens a tab for him. Untrue. Untrue. We may have to subpoena 24 to find out the truth here. We're conducting an audit. Hand over all your files. But we've fixed up this loop-de-loop spiral thing. An audit on my personal computer. Yes. Think you need a warrant? Don't I have authority? My this is my Twitch channel, therefore I have worldwide jurisdiction. Don't ask me for the specifics on how that works. But our highway here is now practically complete. No, Claude told me that I am delusional, but ChatGPT told me exactly that I was correct and that I'm an amazing human being for thinking up something so innovative and out of the box. So, in my professional opinion, ChatGPT is perfect. It hasn't made me delusional at all, no. But I've even begun rebuilding this area here. I've decided that we're going to try and keep like a collection of towers between this CBD and the new one, and we'll have like high rises here as like a rehabilitated industrial precinct. But I've even managed to sneak in a bit of Peanut's new assets. What's the boss lady doing? Don't know. Having a snack, I think. But Pork Chop, I saw your message. I haven't moved in quite yet, as you can see with the background here. But we've got the floors organized to be redone now. So I got strata approval and paid all the deposit stuff to get it done. And tomorrow they're going to come over and measure just to make sure they got all the right materials. Just snack before you eat it all. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, 24. I am guilty of that. If there's a packet of chips in the pantry and it's been sitting there for more than a week, I may or may not crack open a pack and eat it. Pillow fort still is for now. For now. But yeah, we've been rearranging the roads and stuff here. So all of Hen's Royal Flush stuff is going to be moved. We're still just sort of figuring out the exact buildings that we want here. But I did a little test and detailed this area here just to see if we can make it look nice. And I think we did a pretty good job. We've got all these fancy on and off ramps. Even on this side, a little clock tower, and then just like offices and some industrial stuff all crammed in. A pedestrian bridge. Because we've worked on Nania wood a little bit too. So I'm creating like a custom car park here, putting some buildings down. And even restored some of the green screen walls that we have here. So it's all taking shape, which I'm quite happy with. Just need to finish connecting this part of the highway to that. At the moment, it just terminates here and then re-enters over here and here. But we're even moving the metro. So we have this tunnel that was here that connects to used to connect to a metro stop here, but we've put this station there and we're going to create like a metro line that goes up and crosses over using these fancy bridges. Because I've really wanted to use these bridges, but haven't had like a good excuse to use it. So this reconstruction project has given us the opportunity. Despite changing restaurants twice, both have gravy and mash out of stock. Oh my god. How? Isn't the gravy like a byproduct of their fried chicken process or something? Isn't it like reused oil or something like that? Don't look too deep into it, Pork Chop, otherwise it might make you never want to order it again. But I'm surprised they've run out. But yeah, I even made like a little mural here with some artwork. Our city has Banksy as well. But I'm basically going to try and turn this into as dense a highway interchange as possible. So we might still have opportunity for additional lanes and connections and stuff. But the way I've designed it is the input, I think that's a good way to describe it, the input towards the city and over in this direction has like equal weighting. So there's 3 lanes to go straight through here, another 3 lanes to then go enter the city as well. It's all designed. We've done Biffa's lane mathematics and split up all the directions of traffic to travel where they need to go. So everything should work out. And I ran the simulation for a bit, and all the cars use the paths available to them, even though the road's like not 100% done yet. Still very active. But then having the footprint a bit smaller also frees up like all of this real estate for development as well. So we might add like more rail infrastructure here. We have the big roundabout, so we might tidy up the lane connections and things for the railway too, just to create the ultimate railway interchange. But I actually had a plan for this area here. I want to do social housing. So like rehabilitated industrial area. So we can put like a whole bunch of high density houses and things, but also have the warehouses nearby. Which I think is kind of accurate. Because this part of the highway is also going to have on and off ramps too, so we need to make sure we include that into this footprint. But we're going to use this railway line. You can see there's a little joint there. It's going to come out and then curve and connect, and then this is also going to go curve and connect into there. It's all planned. But where the railway goes, where the line goes, will help influence the area that we can develop for social housing. But if we have some towers here, it'll also sort of help taper the skyline up to these buildings. Because you don't want to have like flat and then massive skyscrapers popping up. You want to have it all sort of like tapered. Kind of like what we've done here. Where there's the big building and it tapers down. More realistic that way. So let's give it a try, huh? Just delete this metro line because this is going to go. We won't need it anymore. But this area to the metro station here is all going to be redeveloped. Now that we've got all of Peanut's new metro train stations and things, we've got to make the most of it. Is there a dog barking? One of the neighbors decided to get a puppy recently. Well, the puppy's cute, but it does bark at all hours of the day. and night, as we've just seen. Okay. So if the trains go off in this direction, where do we actually want them to go? So if they get on this rail, where does that head? Literally nowhere. When anno? I don't know. 24. I feel like it doesn't get enough attention, unfortunately. Have my attention. I mean, that's a good point. But in this engagement, what the hell happened? My game crashed. I saw that railway piece sort of floating for a second there, and then the game crashed. That got our attention. Yes, it did. Yeah, like the Anno, although it's fun to play, it just gets no views. That's the problem. 24 crashes. Ah, it's meant to be, huh? It's a sign. But what's that sign mean though? Is it an auspicious augur? I think is the term. I think that's what the Roman priests used to do. Hey, Dream. Hello. Oi, oi. What's going on here? Crashing, that's what's happening. We didn't make it very far either before we had our first crash. A little bit disappointing. We didn't even run the simulation. All we did was delete a train station. My god. But yeah, we got the flooring set up now. So on the 27th, they're going to come in and build it. So exciting. Hardly play anymore. Game runs so poorly on my system. Every time Cities crashes, you drink a glass of wine. Interesting idea, 24. Now, you know what? It'll be my 2 year streamerversary on the 8th of May. Now, that is right when I'm going to be doing all the moving stuff, so I probably won't be able to stream at that point. But maybe a bit later we can set up a streamathon, I think they're called, right? Streamiversary streamathon, I think we can do. And we can do that. I'll buy a bottle of wine. Holding party at the new apartment. I can set up some. I can use pork chop. I was at IKEA and I did find the multicolored version of the lights that you've got for the back patio. So I wonder if I can set them up to like flash and stuff. Can have a proper party. What is the purpose of your visit? To have a party at a guy's apartment. What's Wait here while we investigate. One little storm comes through and your internet is garbo for days. That's what happens when you got copper cables. They've been in the ground for 50 years, slowly eroded over time, and now every time it rains, it shorts all the cables, which is fantastic. The big streamer. Yes, the biggest streamer in Sydney. I think the biggest streamer in Sydney would be Ozcat, wouldn't it? I think he's based in Sydney, right? If my memory is correct. So the second biggest streamer. I don't know. I don't know. It's Streamers Street. Is that a thing in Australia? I thought that was mostly like just a US only thing. we're gonna blockade the streets, so only my internet will be able to work. Generally, don't know any general public streamers. Does Spanian count? Pork chop? Do you know that dude? He's always in some controversy. But I don't think he's a streamer. I think he's more a YouTuber. Annoying kick streamer was sent to a labor prison in South Korea. Oh, the what's his name? The John? John Smiley, I think his name was. Good riddance, dude. Is so I remember seeing like people talking about. I think he was like doing public outrage, rage bait things in South Korea. A labor prison too. So I wonder if that's a bit more intense than normal prison. The evil was defeated. .gif. But it's front page of uplifting news, positive news. He's changed and that his family is waiting for him at home. Didn't he? Didn't he get in Japan or something? Didn't he go to? He didn't go to prison, but he got sent to court. Probably said the same thing then, right? But I'm pretty sure, isn't he said like on stream that he's putting on an act to the judge and he'll just go out and do it again? So it's like, mate. And I can't imagine hiring a lawyer in South Korea would be cheap, especially as like a foreign um, tourist or whatever that his visa would be. So I imagine he's both broke and in deep shit. Justifiably so. I mean, act like a dickhead, get treated like one. Don't be surprised. KFC's stupid online checkout is so slow. I think maybe pork chop. You'll have to do business with a local Korean fried chicken joint in solidarity with the South Korean court. Because, truth be told, Korean fried chicken is like god tier. It's so good. Because the first time I had Korean fried chicken, I was like, why did I spend so long having KFC? It is crap compared to Korean fried chicken. Right, I'm going to redo this too. This roundabout is going to be redeveloped. Clear out this real estate. See if we can put the elevated bypass train station in here. Oh, we put a lot of props here. That's not good. Alright. Sorry, buildings. Invalid image parameter. Local shopping center has become sort of Little Seoul. Yeah, I do recommend. Or even just Korean barbecue. It's familiar for Aussies. And delicious. I am lazy. My project is kind of finished. I did good job. Get a few days rest until the next one gets plonked at your feet, saying, "Please get it done by yesterday. This project is critical. Why hasn't it been done already?" Just going to use the PayPal option because, my God. Yeah, PayPal is pretty useful. Like, I rarely use my card or anything like that for online purchases. If it's got PayPal, I just use that straight away. Next one, which is the previous one, awaits. Might take next week off. Come. Do you want to help paint? How good are you at painting? 24. Because I have. Okay. Can splash, no worries. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm gonna be so paranoid for the first like couple of months if like about trying not to scratch anything or mark anything. Especially the floors. I'm gonna be so press gangs 24 into Oh my God. Chief Press Gang's Romanian slave labor. Oh my God. Oh no. Oh no. Gonna get me in trouble. Sounds so bad. I mean, it is. It's terrible. I'd never financially recover from that. Yeah, I need the original copy, and I won't return it until after the work is done. Oh my god. How evil. Hey, Chromia, my 420th follower, and Moya. Welcome, welcome. Now, Chromia joined first, so that's good. That means that the recommendation has paid off. He's a good man. You get to have 1 grain of rice. That's the salary. Maryvale. Oh my god, can we change that? There we go. Stinky Butt Street. Even better than Maryvale. That's the name of the company in Australia that like runs a whole bunch of restaurants and things, and the food quality is dog shit. Excuse my French. L. Moya will never recover from this. Friendship. What does that mean? Friendship ended with Samir. Friendship ended with Moya. Chromia is now best friend. Sorry, 24. And everybody else in chat. Okay, this road's gonna have to move too, isn't it? Shit. Right, this has all been redone. Get out. Gonna talk about my missing teeth, but Chromie has taken the spotlight. Oh my god. How did you lose a tooth? Wait, teeth means plural. Did you lose more than one, Moya? See, now you've got my interest. After all those payment delays, expected arrival time is 9:03. Oh my god. Traded them for Pokemon cards. Is that how much a pack of Pokemon cards costs nowadays? 2 teeth? Multiple teeth? Worth it? Alright, so this is the new location of the bypass train station. Which we may also fancy up a little bit by... because this bypass, I need it to actually bypass. But it's just 2 tracks, even though we've got multiple connecting. Huh. 2 of my top teeth were pulled because I had more in my gums. Oh my god. Too much. Wait, so you had extra? Like more than, is it 48 or something that people usually have? Yeah. Small jaw. I remember I when I was a kid, I had to get the expander thing for the palate at the top. So from like 10 to 12, ages 10 to 12, I had this expander thing, and that shit hurt, dude. How many teeth does an adult have? 32. 16 on the top, 16 on the bottom. Keeping my teeth fair and square. Finders keepers, losers weepers. So you're not even going to give them to the tooth fairy, huh? How are you going to buy those Pokemon cards, Moya? Or those K-pop posters? But does the 16 or the 32 include, yeah, the 4 wisdom teeth? Oh. Ooh. I still got mine. I need to get them out. Yeah, see, Moya's got the right idea. You don't need both kidneys. You don't need both lungs. You can have one tooth or two teeth actually, one at the top, one at the bottom, and that's all you need. You don't need both eyes. Never really needed braces. Got a big jaw, big head. Oog oog. Unga bunga. Every time I see that, it always makes me think of is there's like a mask in Crash Bandicoot that goes like booga or something? Booga booga. I think it goes. It always makes me think of that. Everyone keeps asking if it was my wisdom teeth, but it was my top teeth. Wait, these two? At the front? Where? Or at the back? Just not the wisdom teeth, but different teeth at the back. It's an empty head filled with a world of imagination. Oh my god. My fangs. Oh no. So Moya can't be a vampire. That door has closed. But does that mean the 2 extra teeth, are they also fangs? Thank God. Can't just call anyone a vampire. Shake my head. I know. How rude of me. How inconsiderate. Can't believe you've done this. Wisdom teeth, such a useless thing until you haven't. See, I've still got all 4, so I am the wisest here. Don't fact check me, but I think that's confirmed that I am actually the smartest here now. Sorry to say, but that's just how it is. Chief confirmed a big brain. Ugh. Unga bunga. Alright, and the whole purpose of us redoing this is to plan out the railway, so I have thought of this. Not very well, but I have thought of it. So don't judge me. Back to Japan if he was a vampire. Ah. Arigato. Very sad at Chief. Not his friends anymore. Ah. Joint smartest. Big brain. Still hanging around because of previously mentioned big head. See, I've got a big head, but then I had a small mouth. Unfair. I thought I was a genetic specimen. Peak. Move on. I'm going to keep talking about the wisdom teeth, man. You can't stop me. You can't stop me unless you mute the stream, but apart from that, I am uncontrollable. Do we True 24. I mean, I was about to go on a rant with my microphone muted, so you did save. I mean, maybe everybody would have preferred not to listen to me rant. Who knows? Who knows? In the dentist's office, he was shaking in that chair. Penguin plush in hand. Not some K-pop merchandise. Not a true fan. Oh my god. Moya was talking a big game last stream about K-pop, but didn't bring a picture to the dentist's office. The dentist starts the drill magic moment. I remember when I was a kid and got a filling on my back molar, and stop calling me out. Actually, I found I think that my phone must have been listening to us talk about K-pop and the K-drama stuff before, because I actually got like recommended a TikTok, I think it was, of Aussie K-drama. It was pretty good, so I downloaded it. I'll put it in the Discord at the end of the stream, but it was ridiculous. But yeah, I remember I got the back of my tooth had like a cavity, and the dentist put a filling in, but he had to drill my tooth before he did that, and fuck, it hurt. That was one of the most extremely painful experiences. Even with the numbing agent, it was like terrible. because I could the as a little kid, you can feel like all the vibrations going through your skull as he's like drilling. And oh man, poor me, poor little chief. Root canal is great too. Chromia's in trouble. Fight, fight, fight. Get him. Right, and that goes out there. And then we'll connect it to the roundabout. Root canal is great too. I've been lucky enough to not have to have a root canal. But I do actually have the referral from the dentist to go get my teeth pulled, my wisdom teeth, because I'll got to get all 4 out. They're starting to get a bit impacted, which isn't fun. A bit painful, to be honest. Need to brush my teeth more. My ADHD dad started renovating the main bathroom. Clear the... Oh my god. Hopefully there's no water leaks, pork chop. How good of a tradie, a plumber is your dad? Might have done a root canal. Like 3 or 4 times. They're probably fillings 24. Because the root canal, I think they have to like... It gets a bit gory. I think they like drill out the nerve and like gut the tooth and then fill it in. But the fillings, they just create like a grippy surface and then fill it with some putty that dries. It's a humongous painful procedure, but it's quite okay. And if it wasn't the whole trouble, I'd do it for every tooth. Ah, you must have a really good dentist, Bagnario. So I can confirm my childhood dentist, I don't go there anymore. Extremely expensive, and all I remember is pain. I'm back. Is Chromia alive? Has Chromia survived? No comment. Rest in spaghetti, Chromia. Bunch of cavities. Definitely did some drilling and some fishing out. Yeah, ouch. I would like to if we could have 4 tracks instead of 1. Poop. If they don't give me anesthesia, I'll slap them. Yeah, I mean, can't do any dentist stuff without anesthesia. But when the way my wisdom teeth have grown in, the dentist was like, yeah, you should be put to sleep when they do it because they're gonna have to rip out a whole bunch of stuff. Which, yeah, I don't want to be awake while they do that. No, thank you, please, boss. Have mercy on me, on my soul. Ours is different from the cinematic Hollywood sleeping gas. Just a regional shot. Yeah, yeah, they just inject it. Like localized anesthetic. I think that's what it's called too, just local anesthesia. Okay, here comes the other hard part is actually lining up all of this. $88. Why? Hang on, how do we want to... This is where I want network multi-tool, because I can just click here, click there, and make a connection. Dentist said if I ever feel something, I shall let them know. Yeah, you always... So, the numbing, like, you can still tell that they're doing stuff, that you just can't feel them, like, there's no pain. You can still feel them digging around and doing all the stuff. You just can't, like, there's no pain recognition. So I was expecting, like, not to be able to feel anything at all. But they do a lot of, like, pulling and twisting and turning and all of that fun stuff. Which is wonderful. This may assist. I get around and connect and go oop. All that fun stuff. Toxic K-pop Discord server. A pregnant man. What? What? Oh, that's so weird. Oh, I don't know if I could be mad if somebody called me that. The #1 pregnant man. It's so stupid. Oh my god. Oh, poor Moya. Oh my god. That's crazy. Jesus Christ. That's an interesting way of calling somebody fat, but in a few you mod for one. Oh my god. Yeah, the beer gut, as they call it in Australia. From a life well lived consuming VB long necks at 20 to 8 in the fucking morning, as that guy says. Hang on, we need to redo this. It's looking a bit shit. Boy, I might take that. I might borrow that actually. That sounds like something you'd hear in a COD lobby back in the day. Oh, it's so stupid. Put the screenshot in memes, yes please. COD lobby, that sounds a bit suspicious. I mean, that's where all of the most unhinged things that you'd ever hear would be said. It's either the back of the bus at school or in a COD lobby. They're like the two breeding grounds for those types of weirdly unhinged insults. Hope I'm never invited to some COD lobbying. Have they even released a game recently? They used to do it annually, right? Real leaders play Path of Exile. Oh my god. I remember trying to play Path of Exile when I think it was in beta years and years ago, and I just remember taking one look at the skill tree and just being like, "Yo, there's no chance I've got to get even like 10% of the skills done." Ignore my name. Oh my god. Top 10 pregnant men, and then it's just you. Oh my god. What goes on in the what is happening in these Korean servers, Discord servers? Not a toe sniffer, just to clarify. Moya's not beating the allegations now. Now that you've addressed that, it's confirmed. It's a canon event. And how do I just go all the way out there? 84? I'll just bend it this way. There we go. Not in that server anymore. Just to clarify. Can say this is in fact true. There we go. There we go. Moya, it is confirmed. We have irrefutable evidence now. There we go. That's looking okay. Where does it go? Where does Robin Street go? Ooh. The longest road on this map, I think. The name was for the jokes. But I think a certain somebody on that Discord server has decided to make it a fact. Hey, funeral? City master plan trailer. Hey, Urban. I saw the trailer. It looks good. I would be keen to see if I could get a early access copy and stream it. I wonder if they'd let me. But it's made in Unreal Engine 5, I think the trailer said. And I'd be very keen to see how it runs, because um, I'm imagining flames shooting out of my computer when I boot that game. Super hot fire. Looks fantastic. Yeah, the performance I think is going to be the big the the main issue, if we could put it that way. Wish that trailer was a joke, an April Fool's. Ads, no worries. CS2 had a similar trailer. Yeah, I mean, it's a trailer, so it's just going to be like, the whole point of it is to get hype. Um, yeah, it didn't clarify that what they were showing there was gameplay footage. I don't think so. Hang on, let's see. Where is the city master plan? I think it's called, right? Official reveal. Yeah, I'll wait till the ads are done, and then we'll actually watch the trailer. For the it did say it was in engine. Oh, gameplay trailer is now live. Is this where's the gameplay trailer? There is a Steam page. Let's take a look at the screenshots. Hmm. It's going to release before or after Half-Life 3? After GTA 6. Did they announce anything about it coming out? It's just to say that they are working on a game, right? Be nice to Moya. Gets away this time. He survives. And is the ads done? Ad break finishing. There we go. Alright, I'm going to pause that, and then let's... Where's our scenes? Boom! Here we are. Let's get ready to watch the trailer, huh? 3, 2, 1. Yeah, we're checking out the trailer. Oh, hang on. What does that say? Captured in-game, work in progress, doesn't represent final quality. All footage recorded using in-game camera tools. There we go. What do the buildings look like? Can we make this bigger? Full screen. There we go. Derailed the stream? No. We're taking a deep dive into all things city builders. Volume is low. Going to rely heavily. Yeah. Serves to pressure, paradox, and ice flake. Yeah, I mean, competition is always good. Because when you have a monopoly on anything, the quality drops because there's less pressure to actually make a good product. And I mean, City Skylines 2 is a pretty good product for, in spite of the launch. But something like this is definitely going to sort of light a fire under their ass to get working. The road networks kind of remind me of Transport Tycoon. Is Transport Fever, is that an Unreal game? Especially running in Unity, yeah. Oh, those terrain tools look straight out of Transport Fever. I saw in the trailer that they have this waterfall, which is pretty cool. Finally, some good water physics. And this network tool is very similar to Transport Fever as well. Looks similar, yeah. What is it? Chinese devs? Well, they got like an offset with a wider shoulder on the outside. That's cool. But you can see there's like a fence on the outside, even on the flat road, which is cool. That's a bit of extra detail that isn't in Cities 2 for the highways, unless you put a retaining wall on the side. But it looks like some of the grass is poking through. That's a bit bendy and wobbly. So this is actually player made. That's good. Chinese mobile game company moving on to bigger things. I think there's going to be a lot of like Chinese devs popping up now. Can put a bit of a competition to the US devs, EA and all that. So that when the road terminates, you can see there it's just a flat thing. Doesn't curve like in city skylines. It's just a flat end. But it looks like you can probably place rocks. Hmm. Like watching a self-made Avengers trailer. The Spoderman Avengers. Saw the more realistic styling. I immediately prayed this is real. Yeah, I feel like the art style for Cities 2 is pretty good. Um, I guess the thing to watch out for in this game is in this one that we're looking at is the quality of the assets, because I have a feeling they're probably copy pasted from the Unity store or the Unreal store or whatever it is. I have a feeling that might be the case because I imagine it's a small dev team that's doing this. These roads, the way they look, is straight out of Transport Fever. I'm pretty sure that's the same thing. But they've got the whole internet broadband thing as well. Auto rock generation going on during the terrain tool. Yeah, or like it was buried under the ground. The lighting is pretty good though. If you ever play with Unreal 5 on Epic, you know that those terraform tools are quite standard. Ah, can hear an owl. Ooh, a moorpork. Ah, my colleague has talked about those birds. Aren't they? They have like a spiritual meaning too, don't they? She's Maori, and I think she was talking about the moorpork has some kind of spiritual meaning too. It's like an omen. Look at CS1 in its third year. Ah, yeah, it does. Like the buildings do change. Like the each pack that comes out is like a progression of the art style. Doo-doo. Yeah, it was Colossal Order, and then it switched to Ice Flake for CS2. Hmm. So it's got like the decorations on the side of the street side parking. It looks like it's really easy to actually fill the spaces. What is I'm curious to see is how it handles. This is all straight lines, which is easy, but curved roads and stuff. That's the real kicker. See how quickly they did it. 3 weeks, more like 3 months. 24. You're being generous there, and it's all very American styled. Voila. Scale details. That makes me a bit concerned because I can see the traffic lights. They've got the nuts and bolts rendered on the thing. Uh, that might that might kill performance. Like, does that need to be rendered? I think you could just get rid of those, save a bit of performance. Mr. Trashcan's rail signs are like this. Mr. Trashcan single handedly burning my computer, my CPU. What about these? Oh, there's planters on the side of the road. That's cool. I do like that. Security camera. There's all kinds of stuff. That old man's walking like a zombie. Has that level of detail in a lot of stuff. Yeah, but I feel like sometimes you don't need to simulate everything. The LODs for those rail signals look like something from GTA 3. Don't tell Trashcan. Inzoi. Ah, yeah. They probably have shared assets. Concrete curbs. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. About the plants and stuff. Yeah, so there's lots of. It looks like you can mess with the terrain and then also put down these boulders and things. But there's the curved buildings. Let's see how the lots work. How many recycled assets are here? Quite a few. I'm seeing the same 6 tanks: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Probably more. So maybe the industry stuff is going to be a bit bare bones at the start, which I think is going to annoy a few people because it does look very much the same. The highways are quite detailed. There's those guardrails. I'm seeing quite a few of the same assets repeated. Hmm. I mean, it is beta, so it needs a bit of work. They're a bigger studio than Ice Flake and BMWs. Dynamic Seasons. Yeah, I saw that there was snow, but this all the buildings being the same is sort of making me go. There's even this like three windowed building there, 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 there. And this same two window building popping up as well. So it looks like there's a lot of repetition of assets. Asset creation is a matter of time, but I mean, surely when the game gets launched, it should have a bit more than like 3 or 4 building types, right? Even City Skylines One had a decent variety when it first came out. Because that's a really quick way to sort of get bored when you see the same buildings over and over again. At least for me. Hey Bruce, here we go. So it's got the rain. There's a bit of a closer view. Oh, that's cool. They've got the little planter, not planters, but the grill things for the trees in urban areas. I can see there's the markers for parking, and all the cars aren't following those markers. Kind of like real life. Metropolitan suburban utopia. No one can be upset if everyone's equally. If everybody lives in the same cookie cutter house, nobody can complain. This is all very American style. Where's the Aussie buildings, man? Where's the Aussie buildings? 24 by 24. That looks pretty cool. From a distance, it looks good. Makes it easy to fix things too. Need it. Why no Chinese buildings if it's Chinese made? Must be for the American markets. It actually be. I would be curious to see what like Chinese urban planning or building code practices and things that like inadvertently get mixed in, because it's Chinese like urban planning and architecture and stuff is the modern stuff is very different from what I've seen anywhere else in the world. So I'd be curious to see if any of it like makes it in. Because like the footpaths and stuff, like the building front, the space between the building itself and the street is usually like extra large. And then they have like just everything in that space as well, like mini parks and scooter parking and things. It's really cool. Emerald City Planning Doc. Ah. Info Loom. I've seen that. I might subscribe to it. And the Node controller. I am tempted to get that. I remember from Cities 1, Node controller was a must. This, from a distance, this looks great. Trying to see if there's any like special bridges. Not really seeing any. That highway looks cool. Intersection marking tool? Yes. 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 Oh my god, Brucey boy, you have made my month. That was my favorite mod for Cities 1. So I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Oh my god. That's great news, dude. That's so good. Think it's everyone's for good reason. For very good reason. Marking intersections 2 hours per stream. Yes. I mean, I've been craving doing that, and I've been doing it the old-fashioned way. Skyscrapers are kind of cool. Is there a view of the street though? No, can't see nothing. You can see the repeated boxes, the interiors, which is fine. City master plan. Yeah, there's the repeated buildings again. There. Wait, how many is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And that's just in this bottom left corner. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of like repeated things. Just 25. Somebody's tuning in on the YouTube stream. Oh my god. IMT is what had me actually bothering with detailing streets. Yeah, I remember making templates and things for all of my main roads to have like the planters and all of the footpath tiling and railings, and even I had like the tactile paving for blind people. The what are they? The bright yellow tactile paving. Love the brain rot. Thank you, 25. Go to New York City, the buildings all look the same. I mean, that is part of like the aesthetic, the brownstones, I think they're called. But there's enough variance between them where you can tell that they're unique. Which I think is that's the big thing. It's something fairly easy. Like if the windows were slightly different sizes, or um, the roof tiling was slightly different, I think those would be enough to like give the impression that they're all different. But when you can see that they're like literally copy paste, there they are again. Sort of breaks the illusion a bit. Oh, that roof vent looks straight out of City Skylines too. Tactile tiles. They get old and some get knocked down. Yeah, there's like, especially with residential architecture, there's like a template because all the styles they follow more or less a template, and then over time they get modified, windows get replaced, roofing gets replaced, additions are made, balconies are filled in, all that sort of stuff. But there is like a series of elements that are copied or used for every style. Complaining about the blankets. You got to do split the bed in half. One half has the blankets and sheets. The other half has their own stuff. Mr. Trash with his 50s houses. Yeah, exactly. The international style. Like this building here, and then this one here is a good example of like built in the same period but slightly different forms. So they still have the big multi-story arched windows, but they're different too. Same, but different. This is interesting. It does look like everything can sort of fit together a lot tighter. Like I do like that these can join together into a single lane and they're actually like almost running parallel. That's pretty good. Because even in cities too, the road tools are better, but there is a bit of a challenge when it comes to like merging. Oh, those road markings are a bit of a that's an accident waiting to happen. Look at that. That needs some work. Yeah, the markings are rough. It's almost like they need an intersection marking tool. Hmm. Hmm. Even up here, you can see where are they going. So that's going, and then it just sort of terminates with. Yeah, those need work. I feel like they got the exit lanes, and then they're just like, all right, put it in reverse for the joining lanes. Average Chinese intersection difficulty. I mean, you're not wrong. I remember in the taxis and stuff in China, and like, oh my god, driving there, I don't think I'll be able to handle it. There's so many people going everywhere. I could feel my like blood pressure spiking, my cortisol levels spiking. Markings at the top. What is that? Is that? Because okay, that makes sense, kind of. This is a bit. What is that? Join. Somehow the upper raised platform markings have disappeared because the road goes beneath it. They split these join. Yeah, that's okay. That there is a bit of a nightmare. Imagine that in real life. That would suck. Riding a tuk tuk through Bangkok. Yeah, same experience. Well, these are nice. They're very detailed, but you can already see there's this. Wow, you can see that everywhere. There, 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 over there, down there. I think there's going to be a bit of an issue with asset variety when the game launches. If it's going to go out like this, because I feel like the visuals are probably pretty much finalized. If they're doing betas, I reckon they're not going to change much. Like in those marks in some parts of the intersection. There's a big void. A little bit wibbly wobbly. How's this? Plenty of gridlock. Nice. Should apply. I will actually. I'll see if I can get it. The roads are almost overlapping, yeah. Bollards, oh my god. Somebody put a bin right in front of the fire station, I think they're called in this game. I saw a picture saying fire station. I wish I could see the base of these buildings in like a close up so I could actually take a look. But these look nice. The way the light is reflecting off of almost every pane is very pretty. Yeah, no close-ups of the big skyscrapers, which is a bit annoying. But it looks like you can see there's a curved road here, and then the houses are long. So it's the same as city skylines, where they have all the buildings are squares, right, 90-degree angles. It doesn't look like there's anything that's angled a bit. I am the biggest city builder Australian streamer that streams during European time. True. I mean, every game, every city builder is going to be compared to city skylines. And I mean, a city builder is. There's only so much that can be done to make it different. So I'll give them the benefit of the doubt that, yeah, it looks like a clone, but every city is kind of a clone. Different trailer, at least, I guess. I I feel like the thing that they could do to set them apart is have I think there was a cities builder game that did it, but you could like draw a custom shape and it would fill that space. I feel like I wish they could do that so that all these funny shaped lots actually look okay. Ever play Cities XL? I think that's the one that I'm thinking of. It wasn't very popular when it came out. Started streaming at 12 o'clock on the dot. The New Zealand time zones are cooked. Hey, there's industrial here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the exact same warehouse roof shape repeated as well. One to one. City master plan. Smooth control, la da da. Train sculpting to road network layout from architectural style to lighting. Okay, this is interesting. Can we swap out building styles somehow? Great potential, but flopped badly. Yeah, I think it looked good, but Yeah, it's like after SimCity, interest in the genre sort of collapsed, to put it lightly. This is some very interesting words here. From architectural style, we provide diverse creative freedom. So that's making me think we can customize it somehow. Although, looking at the screenshots, I'm not convinced yet. SimCity societies. Every design artist can use flexible road tools and rich asset library to craft their own visual masterpiece. Hmm. Living City is more than just a view. It is a meticulously designed machine. Dive into economic chains, optimize supply routes, tackle traffic congestion, and read the pulse of your city through data. Transparent info panels and realistic simulation logic make every decision precise and effective. Okay. Intuitive planning experience beyond imagination building limits. What does that mean? Does that mean there's no prop limits? Blueprint pen is in your hand. Start from scratch. Draw every inch. Realize blah, 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 blah. Okay. Complex network, simple drafting, unimaginable flexibility. Let's play that. Break traditional building limits. Rigid grid constraints. Okay. So we can build curves. That's not new. Hamster, yes. That is the main reason that I started playing music from that channel. Realistic traffic sim. Macro layouts and traffic channeling. Okay, so you can fix traffic and make curved roads, or at least probably similar construction customization, road construction customization to it's probably translated by AI, Brucey. I saw those long. This is the that's the usual giveaway, and then the AI always does like it's not this, but this. It's not just this, but also this. That's how it loves to word it that way. Freedom of diverse style. This is what I'm interested in. What is the asset variety here? Break the mold of singular aesthetics. You can build a classic American metropolis, intimate Chinese style city. There we go. There we go. We will explore even more diverse cultural styles in the future. Okay. Yeah, so you can probably the same way that Cities 2 has like European and American styles, there'll be American and Chinese style. Which I don't mind. That's all right. I would like to be able to use both in the one map. I don't like being constrained to just one. True to scale, iconic buildings. Ensuring every landmark stands up to close inspection and giving your city building a stronger sense of immersion and realism. So they've got a consistent scale across all buildings. That'll be good. I think that's essential, right? I remember Cities 1 had like, as the new packs came out, like the Green Cities was a good example. Like the scale was changing every DLC. Dynamic combinations. Where does it say that? Oh, here we go. Rich and intricate, meticulously crafted, a massive high quality architectural asset library, and utilize advanced PCG procedural content generation technology for dynamic combinations. Okay, so this is, I mean, that sounds good. So you can have the same asset, but it'll be slightly different every time, which is close to real life. Bustling scene of a commercial district or the slice of life details in a residential area. Dynamic combination. So I guess that means like, um, yeah, you got the same asset, but then there's slight variations on different materials, colors, elements. PO integrated. Maybe. Procedural content, not procedural objects. What else do they have? Civic data. Suitable housing, ample jobs. As the mayor, you must find the balance. Economic logic from production to consumption. Build a rational logistics network. Okay. This is all sounding a lot like City Skylines 2 to me. Just trolling, too skeptical. I mean, this to me all sounds very similar to Cities 2. No more blind decisions. Clear and intuitive data. I think that's a direct response to Cities 2 there. There's a lot of complaints about the economy. Yeah. Yeah, same thought, pork chop. Cutting edge inject technology. A vibrant natural canvas. That's an interesting way of putting it. So it'll be a city painter with simulation aspects. FU to CO, maybe. It's like going, there's a new kid on the block. Look at me. Watch out. Massive map. It said 24 by 24 Ks. How big is the Cities 2 map? It's about the same size, isn't it? 14. Okay, it's a lot bigger. All right. I take that back. I mean, I do like that we got a bigger space to build on. Map extension 28, 57, 114. Weather system. Yep, that's whatever. Swaying of vegetation to the shifting light. Okay, so it's got shadows and props move. Okay. Bigger is better, of course. Of course. So what does it say? Minimum specs. 16 gigs RAM. Pending. So they're still in the process of optimizing, which is, that makes sense. Probably why they want the beta to do some tests. Recommended. Ew. Ew. Windows 11. Yuck. Intel Core i7 or Ryzen 7 5800. I'm going to have to buy a new processor. Cities 2 will get the same remaster treatment. Yeah, they'll be a bit later down the line, I think. Yeah, years down the line. 32 gigs RAM. Okay, I've got that. 6900 XT. What is my graphics card? So I got a 3700X 8-core processor. Ryzen 7 3700X. Ooh. Yucky. Radeon RX 7800 XT. Ha! Oh no, hang on. That's a processor. Ha ha! I got a better one. I'm above recommended for the graphics. 60 gigs. No announcement date yet. There we are. Interesting. I mean, it's exciting that there's a competitor. It's just it's going to be very rough when it comes out. If it's coming out this year. In terms of like asset variety. Based on the screenshots, it looks like it's fairly limited. So transport hierarchies start to make more sense. Yeah, like even in this map, it's big, but like I feel like there's no real difference between trains and metro, apart from just visual. Starts with a 28K one. Trust me, the difference will be huge. Yeah, I am actually like kind of looking forward to being able to do like a city of villages, if that makes sense, where you have all these different urban centers that developed historically, and then as the population grows, these centers connect. As infrastructure is built, suburbs form. I feel like that would be very cool and interesting to simulate, because we've done that kind of here, but also not really. Map would be incredible with a bigger size. I think so. Like over here, I see this giant flat valley, perfect for like just building farms forever. And then like up here would be like all these resorts and fishing villages. And then maybe another city over here with a nice harbor. There's so much that could be done, but we're constrained to this area. Ew. Been near on a year since I last played Cities, living vicariously through me, same as Dream. Did I get a haircut? A couple of weeks ago, yeah. Haven't noticed? Haven't noticed, Pork Chop? Oh my god. Banned. Banned. Unbelievable. Yeah, it is a real life location, Dunedin. It's in New Zealand too. It's when you took off the headphones. Fresh cut. Looking good. Do I have the headphone dent though? Kind of. A little bit there. Nothing too crazy. Have I permanently changed the shape of my head by wearing headphones for the last decade? Probably. Okay. Yeah, the freight. How do we connect the freight? All right, let's do a little experiment. It completely removes that road there. That's not good. Okay. Never mind. Yep, that's going to be a problem. This is going to be a problem, isn't it? Thank you, Bagnario. Hey, Luca. Hello. Oh my god. 54 safety checks, man. Redonkulous. Nuts. Oh my god. What have you done? Oh, this is actually lower? Oh. 54 times, 2k points. Not enough times, man. Not enough. Yeah, this is what I'm worried about. I suppose we could get rid of this and then adjust the height. So that can dip a little bit. This may have to raise up a bit higher before it connects. Minus 2.7, that's not good. Ugh. This is what I was worried about, is that... What is happening here? Cheaper at some point? I think it was. I want wine. Ooh, me too. It's not even Friday yet, though. 2 minutes and it'll be Friday for me. I wanted really bad to use this asset. Okay, it saved Stinky Butt Street at least. Okay, so trains coming in this direction will all be passenger rail. And what the current connection is just freight. Could we potentially have the freight bypass? We tried building over here and it just looked weird. So we use this bridge. What is that? What is that? Why is that there? Who? Yeah, so this being a single lane is what's causing the drama. Because if I could bring this up and then just have it go directly in, that would save a bit of this headache that we've got ourselves into. Are these separate networks? One... Oh, they are! Oh, but this has a lip on it that's getting us stuck. That'll be my selling point, huh? It's good content, I swear. Me crashing all the time. Yeah, see there's our problemo. City that never ages. Could I turn this into a bridge here? I'd be cheeky. Please say I can. Right, we're gonna try this. This bridge is sufficiently old looking enough that we might be able to sort of sell that this is a separate thing. How does that look? I guess it's okay. If we tried using a different network, single lane, no thank you. Well, this looks sufficiently old and decrepit enough. And it's not as like massive as this. Only buy cheap keyboards. So if we grab this guy, put him up here. So we have like this old style bridge base. No, that wouldn't make sense. Because then why have all of this brick work done here if there's just another railway on the outside? Okay. Nope. Sorry, I'm just thinking. Innovative new technology thinking. Shit. I mean, having just a single track is fine. Like, it makes sense. It's just connecting it that's difficult. If we moved it up a bit, would that help? Just having two connections so close to the actual station itself is also a bit of a pain. Okay, from here then. And then we try and trace the elevation. There we go. Right, that's looking better. How's our railway looking? A bit jank. There we go. How's that? It's pretty much symmetrical, if I do say so myself. Just adjust the curve a little bit, round it out, make it a bit more smooth. Nope, auto save. Forward a bit more. Back a tiny bit. There we are. And then this can just go up and over. There we go. And then connect it up. Now kiss. Mwah. There we go.
What's going on?
I'm just waiting for a mate.
No worries. Probably time to go to sleep, Chromia. Be nearly what? 2 a.m? Or a little bit past 2 a.m? Oh my god. Dedication. Okay, I think that railway connection is fine. And it does look a little bit strange from a distance. I've got a little bit of time left, pork chop. Now I do want Manor Street to connect to Cornflower Street. Now to do that though, we have to somehow go around the rail yard. The easiest way I think is to go underneath, but then that does mean that the tunnel would skip Robin Street. So that would unfortunately isolate the CBD from Newport. Go get the wine. Think I deserve wine? No worries, 24. I mean, you deserve to celebrate, man. You finished the project. The work is done. For now, until the next project comes in, but celebration is in order. Freezer trouble's so bad. To heat up a... So you had to heat up a butter knife. Oh my god. They're really making you work for it, pork chop. I think we could make a tunnel and then just have an offshoot road that like hooks and connects onto Manor Street. I think we can do that. So if we build here, straight line down. Yes, this will work. Oh, that gets very steep. Didn't look that steep when I built it. Alright, we'll try this again. Go 96. Good Zinfandel. Actually had a citrus beer yesterday for dinner as my accoutrement, I think is the term. That's pretty good. Okay, there is our tunnel entry. And they'll go under and pop out and connect to Cornflower Street. IPA or sour? It was a strange one. It was a stone and wood. What was it called? It was a Radler. That's it. I've never heard of the Radler before. Radler Citrus. An ale blended with natural citrus, prominent lemon, orange, and grapefruit notes. pretty good. Very mild, which I like. I don't like it tasting too strong. Otherwise, it just tastes like hops. Bitter and a bit shit. But the citrus radler was very nice. Ale, yes. A pale ale. Okay, now I was talking about there was a road connection to the tunnel. I think we have it split off here and then connect. So from like here, let's have it come out. Basically goes in that direction till it says we're connected. No right hand turn, so it's okay that it's like this funky Y shape. Basically, Claiborne provides a direct connection to High Street. Even though High Street goes low and turns into a tunnel, can make it from just about anything. True. I wonder if people have made alcohol from kiwi fruit or mango alcohol. Funky Y-shaped road layouts are my favorite. Me too. They feel more natural, don't they? Having a lot of roads just split off from each other on their journey to wherever it is that they're going. Not even the roads are sure where they're going. Get rid of this. There we are. Okay, so we've added rail connections to this bypass train station. Mango beer is amazing. Ooh. Watermelon. I'm sure that's like a very mild flavor or something like that. Maybe this moves. No. It won't move. But yeah, as an example of what I've been doing without the intersection marking tool, I've been drawing these lines and made these areas that could be filled with things. Makes it look like a custom road, but if I had intersection marking tool, it would make my life so much easier. Especially for the roundabouts. I wonder how this would work, actually. Something for Brucey to think about. How would you make these work? Because they can't just go from A to B. They have to bend around the the roundabout thing. So that's gonna be a challenge. Although maybe the solution is more straightforward than I think. Traffic tool doesn't work with it. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Yeah, so we're gonna have a metro stop here, I think. So we can build like use the water here, make a big park, and then have residential stuff all around it, with offices closer to the metro station itself. Prefer to do a real roundabout. Oh, like the CS1 style with the road in a loop. That would be good. Two clicks with the continuous tool. I remember I made like this big oval shaped roundabout and had like highway. It was like integrated into a highway connection and several main roads all meeting there. Easy peasy. But yeah, I do like the custom roundabouts. This one's okay, but the road lane connections and stuff are a bit off. So I wouldn't mind being able to fix that up. But there we go. Our railway connections are becoming more robust. The tunnel linking to here and then the lowered highway as well is going to be interesting to see how this works. Not quite sure how it's going to happen. We'll give it a crack. Maybe instead of a tunnel, this could go up and over. Just need to try some ideas. Bit of trial, a lot of errors, but we'll get there eventually. Our little fort is still doing its thing. It'll slowly make progress and link the island chains together and all of that. Have a proper resort area out here. Still fortin'. Not fartin', fortin'. Gotta make that distinction very clear. But I guess it's good that this is linked, because down here we'll still have some freight traffic when this connection's done. So it'll work out. We just gotta trust the process, let it do its thing, and it'll look fine. Trust me, bro. But it is 12:30, and I have got to get up early tomorrow to go do work. Which is fun, isn't it? But our apartment is making progress in real life. I'm going to order the blinds and stuff tomorrow. Go pick it up on the weekend and install the temporary ones while we wait for the curtains to arrive. And maybe I'll try have a crack at putting in the curtain rails too. But exciting times, very exciting. Not going to move things in just yet, but trying to think what else is there to do. Stop by IKEA, grab some furniture. Good luck with the apartment. Thank you, Bagnarian. Hope you have a great day too. But yeah, cheers, guys, for tuning in today. It's very interesting checking out that city management game, City Master Plan. It'll be interesting to see how it takes shape. But I'll try and get access to the beta, because if we can stream it, even better. But yeah, cheers, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in today. I'll catch you all on the next stream tomorrow, same time, same place. But yeah, cheers, guys.